So as of now, Kamala has gotten enough delegates to be the Democratic nominee, which is awesome. She's been endorsed by tons and tons of people, and people are overall excited about her. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I think it's important that we revisit 2016 and evaluate the things that happened with Hillary's campaign to make sure they don't happen with hers. And I happen to have a perfect book for it. It's called Dear Madam President. It was written by Jennifer Palmieri, who was the communications director for Hillary Clinton's campaign. It's a short book, including the acknowledgments. It's 180 pages. And it's both insightful just for women today, right? But then also it's very, very interesting because she writes about the ways that the campaign failed, and that's why Hillary wasn't elected. And one of the main points that Jennifer outlines in this is that they really did not take into account how the factor of her being a woman alone would affect the campaign. Or they took it into account, but not as heavily as they should have. Honestly, this is something I have all of my friends read anyway, or I at least encourage them to read. I'll read the little inside cover for you. It says, all across the world, women are rising to incredible heights of leadership in their communities, in their careers, and in public office. One of them will become America's first woman president. This book is for them and for all women seeking to cast off a man's version of how a woman should act, talk, and dress. I also thought you guys would appreciate the title of one of my favorite chapters. It's Nod Less and Cry More. As somebody who studied political science, this book was fascinating for me in that way, right? But also as a woman, it was probably one of the most empowering pieces of literature I've ever read, and I could not recommend it enough. Honestly, I love reading out loud, so if any of you were interested, I would so do a TikTok live and read it to you guys too. Anyway, here's some fun little literature. I hope you all enjoy.